Hello, I hope you're well. I've decided to do this video as a little bit of an accompaniment to the video that's just been posted, which is about some spiritual activity, I won't call it spiritual, some strange activity that's been going on in this room. So basically I've got some orbs, I've got some mist, I've got faces, the work's going on because the Gunslinger's back in town, and that is the guy who is my attachment from another life. In the 1800s, this person murdered me and he stalks me from the other side, yeah, and I've had that confirmed by other mediums, yeah, so yeah, exhausting he is, and he's come back in and there's been a lot going on. You know, I'm arguing with my mother in spirit. I mean, really, you know, people don't change who they are when they go to the other side, yeah. They are who they are. Okay, so that's been interesting. I've had a lot of things going on, a lot of somebody's over my keyboard. What are you doing on my keyboard? I've had dreams where I've had spirits come in and try to change the stories that I'm writing. Off. Thank you. I don't know why they do. Oh, sometimes they'll guard it for some reason. I got told by a friend medium that the chair I sat in to write was blessed, and while they're sitting, I can see face on the chair there. Somebody's sitting in the chair. They always do that if I move out of position. The men in black, my angel spirits who come to me as well, they look like the men in black, but they're not the horrible entities, and they come that way to show me that they are protection, exclusive protection for me, which is really, really nice. So don't get the wrong idea about them. So if you want to know more about that, watch previous videos if you're new here. And if you are new here, please subscribe. Greatly love you if you subscribe. Thank you. And we can get these videos out to other people. There are videos on here with other activity and there's all sorts of things go on. So yeah, it's been very strange. It started off with an odd dream last night. It's really weird. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically when I was a kid, I must have been about, oh God, I could have been 11. And then I think I was 12 and maybe, yeah, on the way to 13 for 2 years. I used to have to get the bus to school. So we're talking the 80s, yeah. Used to have to get the bus to school, and there were two guys on there who were basically 4th year and 5th year, which I don't know what years it is in the UK now because they changed the system, but 4th and 5th year, so they must have been about, you know, oh God, they seemed like they were giants, they're so much older. They must have been about 14, 15 and 16 in those years, but you know, when you're little. And they sort of looked after us, and because it was quite a long bus ride. My school was in Cullet Coats, which I know some of you will know where that is, Marden High, and I used to live in sort of North Shields way. Well, no, out of North. Sorry, somebody in a blue shirt sitting on my seat now. She's seen blue shirt. I do have a message for someone on here as well, by the way. But anyway, it was quite a long way round, and they used to look after us, and then they got off a couple of stops or so before I got off and other people got off. I think I might have been the last one on the bus, but anyway, this was on the way home. They looked after us, and they had odd names. They had odd nicknames like Flan and Fish Cake. I have no idea why. I can't remember. But unless one of our little group named them that, I don't know. But it used to be, oh, hello, Flan. And one of them, a blonde who I liked, swore like a trooper. He just F this, F that. Every word was F this, F that. If my mother had known, she would have gone spare. Right, so now this is yes and yes and yes and yes, yeah, and so he was they were on the bus, and they just used to look after us. We used to sit in the seats in front of us, and we used to talk, and you know, they used to tell us stuff. So and you regard them with affection, but you know, they leave because they get older, obviously, and I never saw them again. And I had my friends then. We'd integrated into the school, so you know, I had more friends then. So it was really interesting. But I've never sort of forgotten. Flan was very sophisticated and dressed with his hair all perfect. The other one was just normal lad, and he was really nice. Yeah. But I can't clearly remember their faces, but I have this dream. Now, often when I'm seeing spirit or whatever, I'm getting on a bus, or I'm on a bus for some reason. Or in the, I've just seen somebody's, you know, I call them flashes, where their face just flashed up. Oh, God, my day has been horrendous. And lots of activity going on, and I can see you. Okay, I can see you. If you have a message or whatever, come and let me know. So I'm getting on the bus. I don't know if he was getting off or he was getting on next to me. It was really odd. And this guy comes on, and in my head, and now he didn't quite look like me. I had fuller hair. He must look older. And I just went, Flan, it's Sara. Do you remember? Do you remember? And I'm shaking my, oh, Sara, but I'm talking away to him. So I don't know if this guy died or what. It was weird. Or I met him on the astral plane. You never know. But it was this recognition, and there was something. There was some oddness as dreams go. Something about a tent and what have you. And I don't know if there was some message being communicated to do with this bus and whatever, but you know, it takes a while for that to filter through from dreams for me. If they tell me, right, somebody's got a trilby hat. Okay, grandfather used to wear a trilby hat. Oh no, they're dancing. Okay. What's going on? That was somebody walking past, by the way, because I know people see. I don't know what that's all about. Oh my God! It's when you're seeing spirit, when you start awakening to it. Okay, and I can help you do that if you want with the coaching. Details are in the description. But you see at the corner of your eyes first, okay, and that's what I'm getting all the time. It's like, I can see them. I'm talking to you, but I can see them here, driving me nuts. So if you want to see spirit, I can help you do that. It's dead easy. Yeah, it's dead easy. You just start paying attention to what you're seeing already that you've dismissed. It's just, you'd be surprised what you're seeing. He's going to drive me wild. But anyway, so I started with that craziness. And then I just knew it was him. I knew it was him. And yeah, okay. Just young fish cake. So I don't know. But he couldn't be that much older than me. But then, you know, people go at all different times. I give you a shock. And I've lost a school friend a while back. I found out that a school friend had died. So shocking. You just don't, I know it sounds crazy, but it's just, I think, well, they're too young to go, but you know, you go and you go when you're called. You know, we've talked about that in videos before as well. So but yeah, that's gone on. And then I had I felt overwhelmed. I've been feeling overwhelmed for a while. Now I know why, because he's back in town. And I get to the point where it's very, very dark. It gets very, very dark for me. I'm not going to go into it, but it gets very, very dark. It's just too much going on. And then there were issues with my mother and my brothers being around, and I am still grieving over my brother. Something rotten, the emotion just won't stop. he's too young. 50 is too young. Any age, you know, before that especially is too young, but 50. And I'd lost my friend, Anna, who really helped me when I was on the cruise. And I just got my divorce, and she was a wonderful woman. And I found out that she died 53, my age. Just sorry for the someone on the bus. So as being quite, I think between 50 and 60 is a bit scary, quite frankly. But anyway, so there's been a lot of emotion and things, and I was worried about where I was going with my writing again. I felt overwhelmed with that because I did some writing yesterday. And when I write, I connect to somewhere very deep. And I was pulling out a lot of raw emotion. And I'd gone to the gym in the day, and I hadn't been for a while because of various reasons. My son's acting like a personal trainer for me at the minute, and he'd been finishing off his degree, his MA. So everything, and I'd been writing flat out. So it all got stopped, and I get back today. Well, of course, I often feel that if you've got tension in your body, in your neck, wherever, especially, quite often, or if you've got aches and pains, quite often that is a spiritual, it's trapping in emotions, okay? It's emotions that you have to release, and it's a physical manifestation in the body. And I have found that time and time again. I found that when I've had massage or somebody's rubbed my neck, because my curved spine causes a lot of problems like that. But when they've rubbed me, I've ended up in tears, lots of tears, and I'm releasing stuff. Well, of course, I went to the gym. I felt so positive, so wonderful. You know, I did my treadmill, then I did the rower, and I knew when I did the rower, you see, I was releasing all that pain I had. Oh, what it went about massive headaches I get with it, you know, because your muscles go over your head, and rowing like that. And I thought, oh God, I call it releasing the Kraken. And then I dug deep to get this emotion out to put into my story. And it's a story that has connected a lot of people. And I had to dig deep. It was basically me, my emotions. And I went through the emotions of humiliation and shame. I told you so, that kind of thing. And I noticed my mood started to drop. And I came in, I tried to, you know, rally myself, but then I started fishing, and boom. Emotion, 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 emotion. And I knew I was releasing all of this stuff. Well, of course, it continued on this morning. And now, when my brother first appeared to me, he gave me a song, and everything's songs with me. I find songs very healing. But it was quite a sharp song that we connected with when he was alive. And it was called No Regrets by Robbie Williams. And it's quite on the nose, and it's talking about people being estranged, because it was when Robbie Williams did the song about him being estranged from Take That when he got thrown out. So it was about that, and it you know, it sounded like my brother singing to me about estrangement and what have you. And it sort of stung a bit, but I thought, well, you can equally sing the same song back. So I listened to the song over and over and over and over again, and I kept clearing all of this stuff out of my head. And my mood, it was so heavy, so down, and the emotion, and then it just was helping me with my grief. And I just kept playing over and over again. And I went through everything that was bothering me. And now this is not how I feel with my brother, but it was the old feelings, old stuff that I was saying this to in the end, because the final bit of the song, if you watch the video, I will try and remember, because I always forget my links. I'm not very good with that. There are people over there. And they distract me. Some of them distract me, put me off. So basically he's actually walking through London, and he's carrying, he fills it up at the petrol station, and it's full of fuel, and he carries it everywhere and it's leaking. And he goes through on a motorway, everything, and he's so like this all the time, and he's talking about how he feels. And then he gets to the end of it, and he knows he's left a trail all the way through, and he lights a match, and it goes, and oh no, somebody lights, I can't remember exactly what happens, but there's a match there, and it follows him all the way through the fire to where he is. And he says, I guess the love we once had is officially dead. And boom, it goes up. But it was really, really good, and there were several things I had to say goodbye to. So if you've got a favourite song or anything like that that's quite dramatic, that can help you release those feelings and actually say goodbye to them. I did do a healing on my for this on my Columba channel. It's been posted if you're interested in joining that. That can help you release it. But get a favourite song, go over it, listen to the words, because songs, brilliant for helping you release. I feel emotional now. I'm still emotional because I'm wired up. I'm getting to my worst point of the day where I fit, so forgive me, please. Jeez, there's somebody over there who keeps turning around doing that to me. I don't know what they want. They're driving me up the wall. So it will help you release, okay? And my head, clear. And then I had trouble a little bit later on. I got a bit overwhelmed. I made some decisions, changing things up with my work, everything. And then I knew this guy was back, and I'd got angry at my spirit guides. Now I now know why I get angry at them, because he will confuse me into thinking, he will wind me up. They basically showed me a matador with a red thing, and I was the charging bull, and that's what he was doing basically all the time. And this confusion I get with him, this anger, is stirred by him. That's what he does. He finds it a joke. He just laughs because he's a narcissistic pig. He's very nasty. I had my mother shout at me at one point. I'm not going into that. She got short shrift as well. Hey, it doesn't stop just because they're in spirit. And he's Lincoln sitting there, and suddenly realised that all these arguments that I've been having with him, it's him. He I mean, I don't fully agree with everything they do, and they are blunt, but they're angelics, and they are blunt, and they can be a little bit annoying. And when they protect, they will protect me from myself as well. So, but anyway, so he has been caused. I call him the Gunslinger. He drives me up the wall, big hat, the works. I can sometimes hear the spurs, because that's what he was. I even wrote a book about that experience. It's Forbidden to Forget Him, and it's on Inkit for free at the moment if you're interested. Along with some other stuff I've got on there, and it's definitely channeled. But he all from the Wild West. And I suddenly realised, I think part of the thing was that I did the healing, and that is the incarnation that he argues with. She comes forward through me to do the healing, and she's very witchy. And she was called Sara. Oh, Sara, it's kind of weird, isn't it? It's kind of weird. So she comes forward, and I think he's coming because, I don't know, energy must have attracted him again. He goes in and out. I've been told he comes in and out, and they can't stop him coming in. I believe that's because he has a connection to me. Okay, because they don't get rid, they can't get rid of other people who keep coming in here who have a strong connection to me. So I don't know why, but he appeared, I mean, I can often hear him laugh. He's horrible. He's really horrible. He's a murderer, he's a rapist, and he's just, and I got told that there are people still frightened of him today. That's what I got told. So there are people alive today who, if they knew he was here. So he's had quite a few lives, and I think he's followed me through it. I think we could be talking mafia, we could be talking all sorts, but he comes to me as this I call him the Gunslinger, because that's what he looks like. Big hat, all the beard, and the chung, chung, chung. I just laugh at him now. I find him a joke. But it was made clear to me, and I think he comes in more than I know, but they made sure I saw today because I got too overwhelmed, and they want me to say it's not them all the time. They'll often say, I say, why did you stop me doing this? Why did you get in my way? Why? No, we didn't do this to you. Yeah, and it's partly because I'm doing it to me, but they said, yeah, he clouds everything. So, and you cloud a lot of things yourself as well. So don't think I'm just saying it's all them, because it's not. Yeah, but yeah. So I had to see. So that was kind of weird. So I took some video, and you can see his face. If you're open, you can see his face. You can see orbs. There's a mist, a couple of mists, a few little things. So if you want to train yourself into saying that again, I can help you with that. Psychic development coaching. You can say that, see what you can see in that video. So you've got the option to watch it on the end here, or you can watch it just as it is, okay? And yeah, that's my life. So I started listening to the song again just to clear my head, and it did again. So it's worth using music to help you clear things that are stuck in you that you need to let go of so you can move on, drop the past. And now there's a song for you. And why is that coming to my head? Drop the Pilot by John Armatrading. Drop the Pilot, my balloon. Yeah, Drop the Pilot, John Armatrading. That may be relevant to someone. It may help you, I don't know. Or this No Regrets by Robbie Williams. Okay, if you watch the video, fantastic. It really gets to the point. And it actually, the first, because I was estranged from my family, well, I still am, and my father's still alive, and he won't have, after losing 2 people in, a matter of weeks, I can't even, never mind. So, and it's about estrangement. He actually talks about it at the start. So check that out, especially if you're going through that kind of thing. And get rid of the anger, because anger causes a lot of hardship. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoy it. There are some changes coming to the channel. I'm going to do some different types of videos. My son's got a hold of it now, so hopefully he said, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? I watched something the other night. We've been going through the old Star Treks, and as you know, I'm a Trekkie. And Shootout at the OK Corral. I mean, that should have told me he was around, if anything, as well. And but what I noticed in that was how to change your beliefs. I watched these all when I was a kid, and it's wonderful to go back through them with my son because, just love them. They're just brilliant for me. And the philosophy in them is amazing. And of course, it's all the spiritual message. So yeah, I'm going to go through that. I want to talk about that episode, and I want to talk about what they were trying to show with regards to beliefs and manifestation, because it was very, very clever. Okay, we'll be all mind melding and getting it together like Spock before we know it. Okay, I'll leave it there. If you want a reading with me, I've got the readings on the website. If you want a healing with me, you want group coaching, you want healing coaching, if you want to know how to bring out your spiritual gifts, or you want to read one of my books, all the links are in the description. I hope I can help you. Take care. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about what you can see in the video. Let me know if you see anything. There's people going past, but I'm pretty sure there's something out. Yeah, I got some shadows, and you can see somebody move across. Here you actually see an outline in the video, or I can't. And remember, if you can't, train your eyes and watch. Open yourself up. Even if you did a little meditation beforehand, if you want to train yourself, try with that video. Okay, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time with more details about what's coming on the channel. Okay, take care. Bye. I don't know if you saw that red orb there, and that person that sits on my chair, even though I've got books on it and everything, and now I know why I put the books on there, to dissuade him. I can see his face coming in really strong. Oh, and another orb. Oh, wow. That's because there's a lot of activity here. Lots of activity because he's back in. He thinks he's somebody so special and he can just disrupt my day. Well, no, you can't. I'm exposing you. Don't know if you can see the face that's sort of pressed into the chair. Smile, you're on camera. Oh, look at the teeth. Lots of teeth there. This is my little vampire, my attachment. Have I got any more orbs there? Anybody walking past anything? Let me know if you can see anything else on here. That was somebody outside. Someone before that shadow. Something up by the picture. He likes to, sometimes you can see faces in the picture. Oh, there was a shadow there. And one just went across the window, and that wasn't somebody walking past. Anything else? So lots of activity because they're on them. Oh, thank you for that all. Thank you so much. Give it a second, see if anything else I can see. Some bits going on. If you see anything else, let me know. I just thought I'd show you. My sofa runs along the side here, and somebody's been sitting there. And, oh, I don't know if you saw that. That missed. I don't know. There's some. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, and an orb. Oh, I'll get on slap time yet. The guy lies on the sofa here, and I see him. He keeps distracting me as I work here. And he's been wearing a cowboy hat again. I call him the Gunslinger. And he sees my incarnated form from the 1800s. He doesn't see me. I know he doesn't see me. He's arguing with her. How silly. How dumb. Never mind. I just thought I'd show you an average day, in fact. Yeah, it's been a little bit full on. But let me know if you see anything. Thanks for watching both the videos. Take care. Bye.